Good morning, class. Happy Monday. Happy week 3. I can't believe it's already October, and my family has already, some of us, visited a pumpkin patch and painted a little pumpkin. I really do like, probably many of you love this time of year. I love making soup and just starting to get cozy. So I hope that's what you're up to. This is a really good week to find a cozy spot to start reading Charlotte's Web, but more on that in a second. I'm in my work office, which I'm a little bit sad that I don't have my children's bookshelf right behind me, but I do have this fun book in here, The Monster at the End of the Book, which is this Grover story from Sesame Street. And I was just flipping through it, and it reminded me, like you guys said at the start of the quarter, that children's literature should be funny. And I love that this book is funny. You know how when you say to a kid, like, don't do that, they just think it's hilarious, like the testing of the boundaries. I feel like that's a little bit of what Grover does here. Like, stop, quit turning the pages. And the kids can just laugh and have fun pushing Grover into more and more theory and insanity. And it's just a sweet book. So remember that not only is children's literature supposed to be funny, this class is supposed to be fun. And I know that we're starting to get into the grading, but I hope that you guys are still just enjoying the exploration of the course and of the content. And hopefully once we do a little house cleaning, we can have even more fun. So here are I think I've got 3 house cleaning things. Number 1, watch these videos. There's some information in here that I know people aren't getting because of the emails that I get. So make sure you watch the videos, keep them as a priority. They clarify things. Number 2, I have given you comments for level 1. I typed those as submission comments, just our welcome introductions. And I've given you voice comments now for level 2. I do those voice comments for that first one especially because it's the best way to be thorough and warm and supportive with teaching you guys the course expectations, how to use the tips for completing levels and quests and acquiring treasures document. So be sure to listen to those voice comments, whether you completed the level or whether you got a reboot. And that's my third thing. I've reached out to you guys in a lot of ways, but many people earned a reboot on that first level that had to do with a textbook and really working with the course materials. There were some pretty simple reasons. A lot of people forgot to respond to the whole prompt, which is on the tip sheet. Make sure you get that young adult video in there. Some people forgot to include page numbers, which is how we express our close reading, and also just using rich details from the text. And then some missing replies. So reboot available. I just want to remind you guys, I'm flexible. I'm working with you. I'm here to support you. A reboot means revise. There's still time. Yes, you can do it. Amber, I forgot to do level 3. I just got overwhelmed. I didn't see it on my calendar. Can I? Yes. Yes, you can. Please do the coursework. Please explore and learn and have fun this quarter. Please turn the page. There is not a monster at the end of this book. Okay. So that's my pep talk for you guys. And how do you submit a reboot? You make the changes, and then you go into Canvas, Modules, Submit Reboot, and you make a note, and you say, hey, Amber, for level 2, I added this. Will you look again and give me credit for that? And remember that you're not earning points, you're not earning percentages, you're not earning letter grades, you're earning comments and completes. Sometimes you're earning some treasure, and that ultimately just all adds up and unlocks your final grade at the end of the quarter. For more clarity on that, you can go to the course syllabus on the left. All right, let's talk about the week ahead, the week we're moving into. You're going to do level 4 poetry and the love of language. There's a reading from chapter 6 of Russell's text there, and I have a PDF for that, I believe. So reach out if you need any support. But if you're still waiting on your textbook, it's there for you. And at the same time, you'll post an original post for Charlotte's Web. Now that Tuesday night Charlotte's Web post, because you're reading chapter 6 of Russell's text, it isn't reading heavy. It's like a preview assignment where you preview the book and you're like, I think this book is going to be about Grover. And, you know, he's a happy guy. And I think the monster isn't going to be scary. So you'll read the assignment, but that's what a preview assignment is. It doesn't require a lot of time and energy. It's just kind of an icebreaker. And that's what you need to do by Tuesday for Charlotte's Web. By Thursday, keep reading Charlotte's Web, but nothing due on that. What's due is your level 4 replies to the poetry unit. By Sunday, that's when you'll have read halfway through Charlotte's Web and you can make an updated post. So you go look at your post, hit the 3 dots in the upper right corner, hit edit, and do a mid-reading post. Next week, you'll finish the book and we'll finish adding on. Why are you doing poetry at the same time as Charlotte's Web? I think you'll get a sense for why as you're doing the work, but E.B. White is poetic, and it seems like a good idea to begin this class and really dive in on the classics. Charlotte's Web, like I mentioned in the syllabus, when I was reviewing textbooks for this course, Charlotte's Web is mentioned as the example for so many concepts in literature for children because it is such a remarkable piece of literature. It is such a fascinating book for children. It has so many tones, so many rich characters, so many themes and messages to pull from it. And when I was younger, I didn't really think I liked the story too much, but as an adult, and especially as someone who teaches this class now, I can see that there's just no way to study literature for children without beginning there. At least beginning there. There are lots of other wonderful books that do the trick, but Charlotte's Web is a guarantee. And then working with poetry, that's short pieces of writing. It's really focused on the languaging, and we're going to do all this hard work before we move on in I think a couple weeks to pictures and artwork and getting beyond words and into what we can actually look at and see with our eyes. Do you guys have any questions for me? You can leave them below if they're for everyone, or you can send me an email directly. I think you're doing a really nice job, and I'm excited to see how this first quest goes and just to see you guys progress through the course. Also this week, I'll be making probably typed comments on your level 3 attitudes post. So good job getting those in, and I will talk to you all soon.